Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Proposed Warriors trade lands, Kawhi Leonard. The Warriors went aggressively star hunting in the 2024 offseason, pursuing trades for Paul George and Lauri Markkanen. According to several insiders, Golden State doesn't plan to stop looking for star power to help aging franchise cornerstone Stephen Curry pursue his fifth NBA championship. With that backdrop, the Warriors could again explore trades for other superstars ahead of the February 6, 2025 NBA trade deadline. One of the names the Warriors could pursue is Clippers superstar forward Kawhi Leonard, who enters the 2024-25 season on a team with little to no expectations to compete for a championship. Fran Leva of Fadeaway World has proposed a trade that would send Leonard to Golden State in exchange for a large haul of players and picks. Warriors would get, Leonard. Clippers would get, Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton II, Kevin Looney, Moses Moody, and a collection of future first-round picks. For Golden State, Leonard would offer a huge defensive and offensive boost, and they could afford to take the risk, hoping that Leonard would stay healthy enough to make a deep playoff run, Leva wrote on September 23. With Curry's championship window closing, adding a two-time Finals MVP like Leonard would have been a game-changer. Following the departure of Paul George as a free agent, the Clippers are projected to win just 41.5 games in the 2024-25 season, a year after finishing the fourth seed with 51 wins. If the Clippers don't resemble a title contender by the trade deadline, they could potentially blow up the roster assembled in 2019 with headliners Leonard and George. Kendrick Perkins believes the Clippers would be better off trading Leonard rather than enduring a period of irrelevancy in the loaded Western Conference. If I'm Kawhi Leonard, I would ask to get out of there. They might have to reconsider who their next superstar's gonna be and probably go into rebuild mode. Kendrick Perkins on whether the Clippers can still contend despite losing Paul George. On the July 1 episode of NBA Today on ESPN, Perkins argued that the Clippers' signings of Kevin Porter Jr., Chris Dunn, Nicholas Batum and Derrick Jones Jr. were not enough to fill the void of George, a nine-time All-Star. If I'm Kawhi Leonard, I would ask to get out of there, Perkins said. They might have to reconsider who their next superstar's gonna be and probably go into rebuild mode. Much like the Clippers, the Warriors enter the 2024-25 season with minimal expectations, playing catch-up with powerhouse teams such as the Thunder, Mavericks, Nuggets and Timberwolves, besides up-and-coming squads such as the Grizzlies. The Warriors are projected to win 43.5 games, which could mean missing the postseason for a consecutive second year. Their players plan to shock the world. In an interview with NBC Sports Bay Area, second-year guard Brandon Podziemski said he and his teammates plan to thrive off the lowered expectations of their team. They don't think that we're the Warriors that we were before, and for us, I think it's just the best feeling when you don't have anything to lose out there, and you just go out and prove people wrong, Pod said. I think there's a bunch of guys with that mentality that thrive off proving people wrong, and I know Steph Curry is one of those guys. So just to be alongside him in the backcourt and in combination with all of our other guys, we're just excited to prove people wrong. Warriors begin their 2024-25 campaign against the Blazers on October 23. Why Kerr is excited about Melton's fit with Warriors. The Warriors didn't make a big splash this offseason, but they did acquire a handful of veteran players who should improve the roster for the 2024-25 NBA season. One of whom is 26-year-old guard De'Anthony Melton, who signed a one-year, $12.8 million contract with Golden State in free agency. Warriors coach Steve Kerr joined the San Francisco Standard's Tim Kawakami on the latest episode of The TK Show, where he expressed his excitement for what Melton brings to the rotation. He's a two-way player, which I love the ability to connect multiple lineups, Kerr said. I think he brings that. He's a catch-and-shoot guy, so just watching him scrimmage this past week at Chase, our guys are playing pickup ball as they get ready for camp. I watched him knock down 4 straight threes in a scrimmage. But they were catch and shoot. No catch and hold. The game keeps going when he's out there. I saw him set a split screen and slip to the rim and get a layup off a pass from Kyle Anderson. We haven't even worked on that yet, but these guys know how we play, have a good feel for the game. So I think both DeAnthony and Kyle are going to be really good fits, and I'm excited about them. Across 6 seasons with the Phoenix Suns, Memphis Grizzlies and Philadelphia 76ers, the former second-round pick in the 2018 NBA draft averaged 9.1 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game on 41% shooting from the field and 36.9% from three-point range. While Klay Thompson's off-season departure to the Dallas Mavericks leaves behind a large hole in Golden State's starting lineup, Kerr and the Warriors should have the supplemental pieces to overcome the loss and potentially even improve this upcoming season. Milwaukee Bucks. Analyst shares one uncomfortable truth about Golden State Warriors' Giannis Antetokounmpo pursuit. Milwaukee Bucks fans in touch with the latest happenings in their team understand that the team needs to make a deep playoff run in the coming years. While Giannis Antetokounmpo is still widely considered one of the best players ever to grace the NBA hardwood, there's no telling whether he'll actually stay with the Bucks for the remainder of his Hall of Fame career. With the Bucks seemingly not building a strong team around Giannis and Damian Lillard, it's not hard to see the Greek Freak being disillusioned with how things are going with the team. The possibility of him leaving for another team if he wants to win another NBA title and secure his legacy as one of the best is a real possibility that the Bucks will do everything to avoid. Athlon Sports' Lance Roberson relays Sam Amick's reports that the Warriors are seriously looking at the Antetokounmpo situation and will instantly make an offer if they see any opportunity to do so. He explains that the Dubs have plenty of assets they can provide to make the trade irresistible for the Bucks. Although the Warriors aren't exactly young regarding their core players, they have picks and young players to provide the Bucks with an out if the Antetokounmpo situation reaches a point of no return. Jonathan Kuminga will be a key asset of any prospective Warriors-Bucks trade. While the young forward hasn't proven much in his young career, he has the makings of a franchise centerpiece that Milwaukee could build around if they have to lose Giannis via trade. However, the Bucks front office would be the first to tell you that they would rather keep their star man in Wisconsin than settle for an unproven asset any day of the week. Whether they achieve it this season is another question entirely. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Giannis Antetokounmpo? Leave your opinion in the comments.